The Atul Subhash suicide case has taken a new turn as the bail plea of his estranged wife, mother-in-law and brother-in-law was heard in the Bengaluru Additional City Sessions Court. According to reports, the court has allowed the victims' family members to file an application for assisting the public prosecutor in objecting to the grant of bail. The court has also directed the Karnataka police and the public prosecutor to file objections on granting bail to the accused. Now, the matter has been adjourned to the 4th of January when the bail petition will be heard along with the court's scrutinizing of the objections filed. Meanwhile, earlier the Supreme Court had intervened in this case, issuing notices to the governments of Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Karnataka. At the centre of this legal battle is Atul's 4-year-old son, whose custody has become a contentious issue. Atul's mother has filed a habeas corpus petition alleging that her grandson is being held illegally by the extended family of her late son's estranged wife. In fact, the whereabouts of the child remain unclear, and Atul's mother has expressed deep concern for the safety and well-being of her grandson. Therefore, the Supreme Court has set the next hearing for the 7th of January. Joining us now live is Shamshavi Shrine, lawyer. We also have Tahira Hassan, activist, is also live with us. Shoni Kapoor, men's right activist, joins us live. Amit Kumar, state government lawyer, is also joining the broadcast. Let me make a start with you first, Shamshavi Shrine. Let me get you in here on how the hearing proceeded today. No relief yet. Why is this case looking very, very difficult for Atul Subhash's wife and in-laws to get bail in?
Well, for them it is difficult because there is a suicide statement that was made that is called the dying declaration. So because of that, there are several Supreme Court judgments wherein it is said that the dying declaration is considered as one of the most important document. So because of that, it could be one of the reason that it might be difficult for them to get a bail. But yes, since bail is a right, so they have a right to file to apply for bail, seek a bail in the matter, and then be a part of the trial that is going on while staying outside the jail. So of course that is why they had filed it, and then of course the first way of a trial application to be heard or any of the petitions to be heard is that the respondent has to file a reply in the matter, and then there is an objection or not, of course, but the state will always have an objection no matter what the case is. So that is what their process is. So it might take some time for this matter to actually come up, since on 4th the matter will be listed for the reply, and then for the final arguments it might take another date. So but the strong possibility in this matter is that they might not get a bail from the trial court, but then they have option of the High Court and then the Supreme Court. So they might, of course, would be going to the High Court and the Supreme Court later on.
Okay, let me in fact quickly get in Tahira Hassan, activist as well. Tahira Hassan, according to you, how watertight is this case against, of course, Atul Subhash's family, the family that he blames for him having to take his own life, his wife, his father-in-law, his mother-in-law?
It's true that it was very shocking. You know, this young man lost his life and left behind a suicide note. That was a heartbreaking suicide note. But I'm saying, yes, I believe that it is a legal process in our country also. That is a right to his wife's right, and her family's right to file bail petition in High Court or Supreme Court. Let's see. When the Ram Rahim, who is convicted of rape and murder, gets so easily parole. So, I mean, it depends on how the lawyers are going to fight the case and how it will be proved. I mean, authenticity of this suicide note and all. But one thing I would like to say that this family courts are not equipped to deal the cases, this family conflict cases. They are not equipped, and they are not deal with this mental health problem also. So I think, and they are overburdened also. They were founded for the redressal of such cases, you know, and that too very fast. But what we see that it takes so long, 10 to 15 years, 20 years, even the men and women, both wife and husbands, both suffer, I think. So they need a reform. And that reform should be that no wife should be harassed for dowry and no husband should be harassed for alimony. It should be done like that. It's a high time. I mean, we should not blame each other, but it's difficult to understand the whole process. The time when he committed suicide, what he was going through, and because there is one statement of his wife also. We have to see that statement also. Maybe that false. I'm saying it's not the thing that I'm women rights activist, so I will say always the women are right. Often wives file false cases against husband and his family. I'm saying I know this thing also, but there is a statement of Atul Subhash wife also. She is saying that she was harassed, she was driven out of the house, she was going through a bad time. So these things are to be taken under consideration. These steps are not taken in one day, It is a long process. So I think these things should be taken under consideration. I'm sure the honorable judges will take and the lawyers will do their job. But thing is this, that is very shocking, and I really feel very bad for I'm shocked, you can say. The whole nation, it shook whole nation, Atul Subhash suicide, because he was very talented young man and he lost his life. If wife is culprit, she should be punished, she should be put behind the jail, and life imprisonment should be given to her if she is culprit, I'm saying. Now it is a matter of investigation. Let the process go on, and we'll see what is the where is the truth behind it, and who is responsible for all that.
May I just clarify one thing over here?
Yes, quickly. Yes, quickly, Shamshavish, then I'll get in the others.
Payroll. So bail is actually granted by a court wherein a judge sits, whereas the payroll and the furlough, when none of the matter is pending in the court, so that power is in the hands of the IG and the governor. The furlough is in the hands of the governor, so the judges has no role over there to play. Thank you.
Okay, let me quickly.
Convicted can come out. There is a process like that also. This is what I'm saying. So I'm not saying that wife is absolutely, she's innocent. She might get bail, then too she must be responsible for this abatement of the society.
Shoni Kapoor, come in here on this case. Do you believe this is a test case? There was so much outrage when this letter surfaced, when the details surfaced of what led Atul Subhash to take his own life. Do you believe now this is going to be a test case for the judiciary as well? Do you believe this is a case which should be made an example of?
So I'll make 3 short points. First of all, and it is very shocking what Atul Subhash did, and why he did so was because he lost all hope with the judiciary or the society, and he had written letters to all the to the president and the Supreme Court judge and everyone about the kind of harassment he was going through. About this particular case, about this bail, I'll make 3 short points, and my point number 1 is that bail is normally granted to a person who can be traced by a bailer. In her case, she was absconding, and there is all likelihood that she would abscond again. The second point is that the child is still not traced. Now we have to look that there is a habeas corpus which has been filed, and the police, look at the connects which she has. The police of 3 states, that is Karnataka, UP and Haryana, has not been able to trace the child even now, even when she is behind the bars for so many days. The suicide note mentions the connects which she has in judiciary and other places, So that is one of the very big points which the court should look into, the kind of connects which she has and the kind of influence she can bring on the witnesses. Now we also have to look, that is the third point which I have, is that we have to also look at the parity. Had it been a boy who was behind bars for such a crime like Nikita is, if the coins was flipped and it was the boy who was behind, he won't normally get bail till the prosecution evidence is complete. So if it was a 304B case, or a 306 case, in which the woman was the person who committed suicide, normally the husband won't get bail till all the prosecution evidence is complete, or he has to show a very strong evidence that how he was not complicit. In this case, there is a complete 80-minute suicide note, which is prima facie to be considered true, to be considered as the last statement of a dying person or a dying declaration. And dying declaration in our law, which I understand, is that it is taken to be true. And it is not a one-page suicide note. It is not something which he has done in haste. He has shown how he was systematically harassed by Nikita and her family, how he was harassed by judiciary and the people in the court. So I believe that in this particular case, it is a fit case where the bail should be denied to this particular woman and her family members. Let there be a trial till the prosecution evidence is complete. This lady should not be allowed to come out of the jail. Thirdly, the child should be traced and should be restored to the parents of Atul Subhash, because the life of child is in danger. He is being kept hidden. Nobody knows where the child is, who is taking care of the child. There is no immediate family which is taking care of the child. And mind it, I repeat again, the police of 3 states has not been able to trace the child even till now. So these points should be the cornerstones on which this bail should be decided, and I am of the firm opinion that the bail should not be granted in this particular case.
Okay, let me in fact take that to Amit Kumar as well, who's also live with us. Amit Kumar, let me quickly bring you in here before we talk about the merits of the case with you. What are the circumstances you believe led to the adjournment today? How do you react to the observations and what transpired in the court hearing today?
जी मेरे व्यू के हिसाब से जो एफआईआर हुआ है वो अंडर 306 ऑफ आईपीसी हुआ था, दैट इज नॉन बेलेबल सेक्शन, और उसमें मैक्सिमम इम्प्रिजमेंट 10 साल का है. और अभी एट दिस स्टेज बहुत इनिशियल स्टेज है किसी भी केस का, बिकॉज इन्वेस्टिगेशन इज पेंडिंग, और एक प्रॉपर फेयर एंड प्रॉपर इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए कस्टोडियल इंट्रोगेशन इनका बहुत ही ज़रूरी है. सो अभी इस स्टेज में बेल देना बड़ा जल्दबाजी हो जाएगा, बिकॉज पूरा इन्वेस्टिगेशन को अफेक्ट कर जाएगा, और बहुत ही सीरियस ऑफेंस है इनके अगेंस्ट में. और एक सुसाइड नोट जो इनका वीडियो में मिला है वो बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट पीस ऑफ एविडेंस है. तो अभी इस स्टेज में बेल देना थोड़ा सा जल्दबाजी हो जाएगा, बिकॉज ये रियलेस्ट केस है इस टाइप का, जनरली अभी तक नहीं हुआ था. जहाँ तक ये अगर हम लोग हस्बैंड की तरफ से सोचे तो हस्बैंड का जनरल जो प्रैक्टिस कोर्ट में कि 306 के केसेस में अगर वाइफ का सुसाइड होता है और हस्बैंड के ऊपर एलिगेशन लगता है तो जनरली कोर्ट इतना इनिशियल स्टेज में बेल नहीं देती है. बिलेटेड स्टेज में हो सकता है, जब इन्वेस्टिगेशन कंक्लूड हो जाए तो ट्रायल का जब स्टेज आए तो उस समय भी सम कंडीशन उनको बेल मिल जाए टू कोऑपरेट इन द इन्वेस्टिगेशन और इन द ट्रायल. तो अभी लेकिन इस स्टेज में बहुत ही इनिशियल स्टेज है बेल मिलना उनको.
जी, अब हम बात करते हैं मेरिट्स ऑफ द केस के बारे में. क्या आपको लगता है अमित कुमार कि ये एक वाटर टाइट केस है? क्या आपको लगता है कि ये एक टेस्ट केस है जुडिशरी के लिए, क्योंकि इतना आउटरीच आया था पूरे देश भर से जब ये मामला सामने आया था?
देखिए, मेरा पर्सनली बहुत सिंपैथिकल व्यू है अतुल जी के फैमिली के साथ, लेकिन दूसरी तरफ हम ये भी बोलना चाहेंगे कि हमें हमारा जुडिशियल सिस्टम में पूरा विश्वास है. एक ये सिस्टम के तहत हम लोग सब आते हैं, तो जो भी केसेस हुआ था इनके अगेंस्ट में तो वो हम समझ सकते हैं कहीं ना कहीं उनको डिफ़िकल्टी आ रहा था, लेकिन उनको डिफेंड करना चाहिए था प्रॉपरली. और सिस्टम में रहते हुए सुसाइड कोई चीज़ का कंक्लूजन नहीं है कि सुसाइड कर लिए, लेकिन उनको थोड़ा सा पेशेंसली उस चीज़ को डिफेंड करके उससे बाहर निकलना चाहिए था. ये मेरा एक पर्सनल एडवाइस था. बाकी अब जो हो गया उसको तो कोई रिकवर नहीं कर सकता है, लेकिन थोड़ा सा अपने सिस्टम पे विश्वास रखना चाहिए था उनको. बिकॉज 490 जो हमको इन्फॉर्मेशन मिला कि उनके ऊपर 3 केसेस हुआ था. एक 498 का केस हुआ था, एक मेंटेनेंस का केस हुआ था, एक डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस का केस हुआ था. वो जो डिफेंड कर रहे थे बहुत दिनों से, तो उसको थोड़ा सा जुडिशियल सिस्टम पे विश्वास रखते हुए जो लॉ में रेमेडी उनको अवेल करते हुए वो डिफेंड करते, हो सकता है उन पे उनको न्याय जरूर मिलता। ये
जी
I'll like to come in here.
जी yes, please go ahead.
What he says that he should have faith in judiciary, and we all go to court having faith in judiciary, and we think that the judges would be transparent and they would not be influenced by one party or the other. They won't be corrupt. Here, in this suicide note itself, there is clear-cut allegations leveled on a family court judge. And if the news reports have to be believed, that particular judge has issued notices to all media companies, X, Twitter, to exclude her name from her for her to be named in the tweets or on the Google post, on the YouTube, everywhere. So please understand, a man can fight a case when there are equal chances of him getting justice. In a case where the judge gets biased, the judge gets corrupt, how can a man feel that he'll ever get justice? Remember, this gentleman, before committing suicide, had written to Chief Justice of India. He had written to President of India. He had complained against the judge. He had mentioned how the Peshkar and the judge demanded a bribe from him. For what? Not for no. So please understand, we cannot say that the part of the suicide note would be treated as true and part of the suicide note should not be treated as true. In fact, I would have been happier, I would have been more sympathetic towards judiciary had there been a news what action has been taken against that particular judge. Has an inquiry been initiated against that judge? Is that judge attending the court right now or not attending the court? We don't know. There is no news about it. Please understand, the cardinal principle of law is that the justice should not only be done, it should be seen to be done also. And when we exclude the majority of the people who are sitting on dais and deciding on the life and future of people, they should not be exempted from public view. What is happening to that particular judge, whether she has been absolved of this particular suicide or any action has been taken against that judge, should be common knowledge also. This should be reported in the media, and there shouldn't be any blockade on reporting about it or naming that particular judge, because she is also an accused in this particular suicide case.
Yes.
जो मेजर
I think Amit Kumar wants to respond to you. Yes, Amit ji.
जो मेजर एलिगेशन था सर कि वो पेशकार जो उनसे पैसा मांग रहे थे, तो उसके लिए एक प्रॉपर फोरम बना हुआ था, उनको वहाँ कंप्लेन करना चाहिए था. ये सुसाइड इज नॉट ए सॉल्यूशन ऑफ एवरी, इसीलिए इस चीज के लिए थोड़ा सा हम डिसएग्री करते हैं कि आप सुसाइड.
अमित जी सिर्फ पेशकार पे एलिगेशन नहीं है, एलिगेशन जज पे है.
उसके लिए भी फोरम है सर, उसके लिए फोरम है. इफ यू आर नॉट
सारे फोरम्स
इफ यू आर एग्री विद सब जजमेंट तो आप उसके हायर कोर्ट जाते हैं सर.
बिल्कुल of course no, at the end of the day we cannot justify suicide. At the end of the day, of course, everyone has the right to live, but yes, we can sense the frustration. Amit Kumar, वही बात है कि frustration जो है वो दिख रही है. इस केस में जो कुछ गलत हो सकता था वो गलत हुआ है अतुल जी से, ऐसा उनकी चिट्ठी में और अलग तथ्यों से सामने आ रहा है. अमित कुमार,
गलत हुआ है तो उसके लिए सर थोड़ा सा एक तो हम लोग को इस पॉइंट पे भी सोचना पड़ेगा कि मेंस प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट ऐसा करके कुछ नहीं, वुमेन्स के लिए बहुत.
Shamshavi Shrine, please come in here.
Women also suffer a lot.
Tyra, I'll just come to you. Shamshavi Shrine.
Yeah, let me tell you that in this case, since family matters, such kind of matters are, as Tahira madam said, ki family courts need to be equipped to deal with the family matters, because it's a very tiresome. You are actually dealing with the human emotions. But looking, since I am into criminal law also a lot, I could say that in this matter, a psychologist will be called in order to check what was the mindset of the girl and the family. But besides that, it will also be seen that whether the boy was of very good and healthy mind state or not, or whether he was a very a person with a lot of ego, anger and all. because if you remember, couple of months back in Goa, there was a lady whose 3 years old son's custody was given to the father. So the wife only killed her own son in Goa. So that is how we actually see that human emotions are. So you actually never know, not now, of course, since the case is under the trial. You might eventually over the months, years, get to know that the anger just actually comes out कि यार मैंने 3 साल की शादी में मैं तुम्हें इतना पैसा दूं, and the anger for your wife and for the things that has happened in your life, the anger comes up, and then it's like कि मैं तुम्हें 1 रुपए तो मैं दूंगा नहीं, अब तुम्हें मैं धूल बिल्कुल ही बिल्कुल ही चटवा के मानूंगा, and things like that. So the man's ego came up, because we have seen matters happening here in Supreme Court, High Courts also, wherein the ego comes up, and then it's like मैं तो डूबूंगा पर साथ में तुम्हें डुबा के मैं छोड़ूंगा. So you never know, in near future or something like that, you will get to know that the man did it intentionally so that he and his family does not have to pay the maintenance for the child and for the wife. Harassment is actually something else. I totally understand, but it's your own child. It's your responsibility to pay all the expenses for the child. The wife is there, she will earn, she will do whatever for herself. But the point is that out of 200 appearances, wherein the court gave around 200 appearances, dates in this matter, and out of 200 he appeared only in 40. Imagine the harassment the wife had. Out of 160 dates, no one appeared on that.
No, please understand, in family court it is not mandatory for a person to appear, a man or woman.
Yes, we know, sir. Kapoor sir, we
Please
know.
don't say
But
that he appeared 40 times. Just imagine, he appeared 40 times going from Bangalore to Jaunpur, and we cannot brush aside the charge of corruption in the
Online
name that
appearances
family
are
court.
there, sir. Kapoor sir. Online appearances there. You can file an application for a change of the judge. If you're not happy with that, then go to the High Court also.
What action has been taken
It's
against
utterly
that
nonsense.
now?
No, it is utterly nonsense. And then if you make this kind of statement, no.
No, when
Harassment
Nirbhaya happened, nobody
has happened from
said that
both
no,
the
please
ends.
understand, when
Harassment
Nirbhaya happened,
dono
nobody
end
said
se hua
that the
hai,
man
sir.
should
No.
not be punished. When Nirbhaya happened, we did not say that, look at the mentality of those men. No, it was a crime. A crime has been committed, and there should be just retribution to that crime.
Accountability होना चाहिए.
Suicide is a crime, and instigating someone for a crime, for a suicide, is also a crime. And there should be a justice.
But then we have to see that whether instigation हुआ भी है कि नहीं हुआ. That is
देखो
where
ना, उसके suicide note लिखा है.
the trial will actually come up.
सुसाइड नोट है, 40 पेज का सुसाइड नोट है, उसने सिस्टमैटिकली लिखा है. एक लाइन लिखवा नहीं गया है, जोश में नहीं गया है. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, ही वाज सो मेटिकुलस, ही listed each and everything, and now please do not belittle him by saying that he did not want to pay for the maintenance of the child.
Since you are also a lawyer, that's what I'm saying.
Please
That
don't.
it is a matter of trial. It is a matter of trial. Things will go on. You will get to know more things about it.
The way you are saying,
you actually really want to do bad for everyone.
He committed suicide because he did not want to pay maintenance. How can you say
so? He
so?
wanted to harass. I could make this statement also.
Okay, Tara Hassan, come back in here. Tara Hassan, you're hearing, of course, the argument versus counter arguments.
No.
Tara Hassan, let Tara Hassan now respond. Tara Hassan.
We must have, we must put our faith in judiciary and the institutions which are run by, this is a part of a constitution. We must respect.
We totally agree with that.
Let the judges, honorable judges, are not like, you think
you say the same thing for a woman when
influenced. Do you think the judges will be influenced by the man?
Same when a woman commits suicide?
Not at all. This
No,
is a family.
three times more men commit suicide than women. Men have more force in law.
To deal family conflict,
We do not
to
listen
deal
the
with
same
mental
arguments
health,
when a man
what he
commits,
is
when a
going through,
woman commits
we
suicide.
all are shocked.
No.
We all need sympathy with the Atul Subhash. But thing is this, let the court decide. Now
I am
case
saying,
is
Okay.
the court.
do not
Now
Okay.
let the court decide
He did
whether
not
it
want
was
to pay
commitment
maintenance.
of suicide
Please do not
or
raise
not.
that point. is
Which
all my
whether he wants
my
the
issue is very
penalty,
simple.
problem,
You
mental
cannot-
problem
you
Yes.
was
cannot
going through.
belittle the
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.